Hello, my name is Rachel Rasmussen Gundry, and I'm a master's student and graduate instructor of Writing and Rhetoric Studies at the University of Utah. As online instruction became increasingly prevalent within institutions of higher education, Kelly Cargile Cook problematized technology-driven online writing instruction, highlighting a need to recenter instruction on pedagogy-driven strategies. Cargile Cook reminds us that by refocusing on pedagogy, teachers might more successfully approach the right reasons for teaching writing. This theoretical fluctuation is common throughout the field of online writing and literacy instruction, and as instructors, we often ask ourselves, what is really driving my pedagogy? This question seems particularly relevant given present-day institutional motives, the increasing prevalence of generative artificial intelligence, and the push for multimodal instruction in online classrooms. These contemporary circumstances necessitate another shift in online writing instruction, one that clearly incorporates the rhetoric and history of technology in online writing curricula. So, rather than getting too caught up in the technological constraints and affordances of learning management systems, and rather than focusing purely on pedagogy regardless of writing environment, I seek to build upon Cargile Cook's work by complicating student and instructor definitions of technology. After all, technology not only constrains curricula, but it also informs and shapes the entire educational experience. In my first year writing courses, near the beginning of each semester, I dedicate a week to exploring the rhetoric and history of technology. When I ask my students to define technology, they, like others, usually respond by bringing up fairly recent innovations. Computers, smartphones, and other digital devices are typically mentioned, along with some of the most historiographically significant technological inventions, such as the wheel and the light bulb. All of these things are certainly technologies, but what about these things warrants mention that other technologies do not? By thinking about this question, my students begin to interrogate the ideologies that have influenced them, and they become more sensitive to and appreciative of their individual and collective positionalities as writers and communicators. In addition to common ideas about what counts as technology, the way in which technology is perceived is typically through a humanist perspective that assumes a subject-object binary. We see ourselves as separate from the technologies we create, and we believe that we have influence over them. Similarly, as Casey Boyle of the University of Texas at Austin notes, writing as a reflective practice retrenches itself as a practice for dividing subjects and objects. He echoes Robert Jagielsky's observation that in school we teach separateness rather than interconnectedness. We see a world defined by duality rather than unity. This division does not capture the full picture of our experience. But by using technology of all kinds as a vivid example of our world's interconnectedness, we might instill within our students the global and dynamic perspectives needed to navigate and write for and about their personal, academic, and professional lives. American Studies scholar David Nye notes, technologies are not foreign to human nature, but inseparable from it. Writing is similarly inseparable from us, and its connection to technology is equally clear. As Janet Emig noted, writing is a technological device, not the wheel, but early enough to qualify as primary technology. Through the surveying of alternative technologies that enabled the emergence of writing, such as paper, the printing press, lenses, desks, and composition itself, my students begin to see themselves as agents amidst these technologies and their readings and assignments. Not only is the course material meant to teach and therefore influence them, but they can influence the course material and all its embedded technology. Through this depth of engagement, the classroom becomes rhizomatic, guided by the strands of meaning that emerge organically as my students write with deepened perspective. I've observed, through my own teaching, the benefit of surveying and discussing the rhetoric of technology to my online writing students. but I plan to more thoroughly investigate why that is. Additionally, I hope to better understand the relationship between traditional literacy and digital literacy and what that relationship means for our pedagogies. Fortunately, scholars participating in this conference and many others are making valuable contributions to literacy and curricular studies as applied in online writing instruction. May we each consider the ways in which technology can empower our students, our instruction, and our own writing.